This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so in previous session, we have gone through the capabilities of SAP Portfolio Project Management, where I have taken one business case and I have explained what is the need of PPM, how the PPM is helping us to finalize to choose our project. So we are going to take it forward the similar kind of approach to understand the business requirement, business needs, and then how we can implement. But before going in the deep, just we need to understand the entire picture, what exactly we are having in portfolio project management and how we can manage the different kind of project with the help of portfolio, SAP portfolio project management. So my today's session is focusing on the managing portfolios and then understand user interface. So in managing portfolios, I will explain the complete business process steps, phases, how we are going with the any proposals and how we can understand the complete requirement and approach to implement an SAP PPM. And next is understand user interface. Here we will understand how we can access SAP PPM. Okay, so we are having three different systems here: GUI, we are having NetWeaver, and we are having Fury. So how where exactly we are doing the configuration and how we are doing the testing or transaction execution in different systems, so that thing we will understand here. So next, already we have gone through the concept of project type in SAP project system. We are having internally financed and externally financed project. So here if we are considering the complete picture here, so okay, so here we are having investment project, overhead cost project, and customer project. So this is a complete enterprise portfolio project management in S4 HANA. Okay, here we are having S4 HANA portfolio project management, which is having portfolio management and project management. And that is integrated with your analytics, where we can analyze all the report. So this is based on the BI. So here, to understand the analytics, we need to understand the basic concept of BIs also, how we can understand the master data in the BI, how we can create queries, and whenever we are going for any customized analytical report, how we need to understand the different source data. So that is also need to understand. Here in the commercial project management, it's a separate module which is integrating with portfolio project management, and it's best suitable for customer project scenarios. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we cannot use CPM for investment project, but whatever the functionalities we are having here, that is the best suitable for your customer project. Okay, and here in PPM or in the CPM, we don't have any account assignment object. So it means if we want to post any cost, we need to go to the basic modules in SAP, like project system or internal order. So here in portfolio project management, we are having standard process with internal order and project system. So it is going to integrate with your core SAP module. Here we are having your project system, and to get all the financial values, we are going to integrate with FICO. Similarly, to consider to take the resources for your resource planning, here we are going to use SCM, and which can be a success factor also. So here, whatever the resource we are going to assign to project, that master data has to be created in SCM or in the success factor. And here we are going to select based on his qualification, based on your location or availability of your project requirement. We can integrate project management with MRS also. So as we know, in the MRS, we are having two business scenarios, major business scenarios. One is a project system integration, another is a PMCS or CRM order integration. So PMCS order integration with the MRS planning board, it's a basic, it's a delivered as when this MRS was designed. Okay, just a second, please. I'm sorry. Yeah. And here the solution with MRS and PS, it is a customized solution. It was given on later stage, okay, or at the based on the industry requirement. So here we can integrate MRS with PS or MRS with your project management also. So whatever demand you are having in the project in portfolio project management, that can be transferred to your MRS system. So here I'm going to include one basic scenarios also with project system and MRS. That will be the basic scenario just to know the approach how we can plan the resources in MRS and what is the exact use of planning board in the MRS. Here the enterprise project connection, that is parts of, that is also part of that EPPM. This EPC is being used to integrate your project system or plant maintenance with MSP or Primavera. Okay, so here from last version, that is also part of your core system now. So everything whatever you can see here, it's delivered with the core system of S4 HANA. There is no need to go with add-on of EPPM now from last version, from previous version, from 2020. Okay, so that we need to remember here. So when we are going to understand the next step here, how we are having the enterprise portfolio project management, the complete picture here. So we are having here managing project life cycle. Here in project life cycle,
Rama,
let's say, yeah.
Rama, can you repeat the last line for that integration of EPPM with MSP and Primavera? What we don't no need to enable?
See, as earlier it was it was as an add-on. EPC enterprise project connection was as an add-on. Now it's a part of your core deliverable of EPPM suite, EPPM package. So whenever you are getting your S4 HANA standard S4 HANA, EPC will also be a part of your core system. No need to have as an add-on. Even PPM and CPM, these both module were as a add-on before 1709. Okay, in S4 HANA, we had a choice whether we need it or not. But after 1709 version of S4 HANA, that became a part of your core system. So whenever you are going to install your S4 HANA system, that by default, it will be available, like how project system, investment management, sales and distributions are there in the system. Clear?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
So here the project life cycle, when you're understanding, see why we need PPM, as I explained, that portfolio project management is helping you to choose your best project to take it forward. That is the basic idea here. And whenever you are in the stage of your execution, you can select your best project, or you can drop where you think that this particular project is not aligning with my business strategy now. So better to leave it as of now. So here when we are going the complete cycle when initiating, so here in PPM initiation means just idea, strategy. Okay. So in any organization, you are having mission, you are having vision, you are having business strategy. So mission and vision and strategy has to be aligned. Your strategies, whatever the business rules you are having in your organization, that has to be aligned with your mission and vision to achieve it. So how you are defining your business strategy, whatever the work you are doing, okay, whether it is a project or any services, whatever you are doing, it has to be aligned with your mission and vision of the organization. It means, let's say if you are saying some manufacturing company who are which are producing some, let's say some car, okay, so that is already their strategy to be in the manufacturing of car. Okay, so whatever the projects they will do, they have to align with that only. Okay, they will not go suddenly in the construction and will start to do construction or road work. So that is a clear picture here. So strategies are defined, and as per the strategy, whatever the idea is coming. So here strategy already you have defined in the organization. Ideas or concept can be submitted by stakeholders. So here in some of organization, they are open to submit ideas. Okay, but in some of organization, it's very closed. They used to have one strategic team who are submitting ideas or concepts, and based on the selection of ideas or the concept, it is going next to select the proposals to go for the next level of proposal approval. Let's say in some event companies that ideas and concepts are very open. Okay, even in some of companies they are open, they are asking to the people to submit their ideas or concept. So whatever the final idea or concept is voted, okay, like that is agreed by maximum people, then they are going with that same idea to propose, okay. So that also happens. So here the ideas or concept will be submitted and then it will go for the proposal, okay. And then here in proposal, organization need to find out all the pros and cons, the feasibility, whether it is suitable for me or not. And if it is suitable, if it is approved, then it will go to the next stage of planning, okay. And once planning you are doing, then you will decide whether you are switching, you are more focused on accounting part, on the resource part, okay. So here if you are focusing on the both the things, then in portfolio project management the best choice for you, okay. You can go with the portfolio management for the selection, and project management you can do the resource plan. So here you will do the resource planning, and then finally once it is going for the execution, here you can monitor, you can execute and monitor for your monitor your project, okay. So here in entire life cycle of this, we are using different modules, okay. So here for strategy we can define the PPM, okay, portfolio project management. Idea and concept, we are using innovation management. If you are not having innovation management implemented, you can use portfolio project management also, but that is a workaround. Then it is going for project proposal, that is your PPM system, project planning PPM, resource allocation PPM, and execution or and monitoring, this may be your PPM or project system or internal order, okay. So here the different levels of organization, stakeholders, people are involved, okay. So here this is strategic level, this is a technical level, and this is the operation level. So here in a strategy level you are having higher management, top management, where they are defining the strategies, and ideas and concepts are coming your lower level or middle management. Project proposal, this may come from anywhere, any level, and here for the project planning it is again middle level, okay. And then resource allocation, it's a middle level, and then execution and monitoring, execution is being done by your end user, okay. And then monitoring and everything, it is being done by your middle management and top level. So all the things you need to consider here. Yes, please.
Rama, one question. This resource allocation is in resource management, right? Which we use in project management. You are talking about.
Yes, yes.
So is it the same what we do in PS, the workforce planning, where we assign the resource in activities, and we maintain the duration of resource, working hours in the work center? Is it the same, or how it is different from that one?
In PS it is very limited, it's very limited or cumbersome also to manage it. Here it's well designed. For example, if you see in the IT company, what approach we are following, let's say you are the project manager, okay. Once you are starting a project, first you are defining the roles means who exactly will work on your project. Let's say you need two consultant, you need two developer, you need one integration manager, you need, so these are the different roles, okay. And then you are preparing JD, job description. I need 5 years of experience of industry in the relevant area for integration manager, this is your JD. So here you are having qualification, and plus you need to define that this is my location, okay. I am executing this project at Delhi location. And then third, I need this resource from January to April, right? So this is your JD, and once you have defined everything, then you will submit this request to your resource manager. Resource manager sitting somewhere centrally in Bangalore, okay. He will get all this, all your requirement will see in his dashboard, okay. And he will check that where exactly I'm having the suitable resource for this project. So here he will have some resource pool, he already allocated for some resource pool, and apart from that he will have pre-pools. It's very generic term which we are using in IT companies. So he will find best suitable resource and will assign that resource to your project, and then it will come to you for the final negotiation. So if candidate is agree that yes, I'm okay to travel to Delhi and whatever the wages you are giving to me, I'm fine. So then it will be done as a hard booking. So all these things you don't have in the PS. PS, it's just straightforward. Whatever the resources you are having in the project team assigned to WBS element or in the work center which you are getting from SCM will be allocated here with reference to your activity. That's it. So we'll go
Right.
here.
So those all functionality we have here in PPM in extended way, right? Because in PS we don't have such kind of role based planning or something like that. Only simple resource assignment is there.
Exactly. Here even it depends like what exactly you will come to know that once we'll start that particular topic, you will understand what exactly difference is there. At this stage, very difficult to explain all these functionalities.
Okay, fine, thank you.
So next, when we are defining strategies, in a strategy you are defining your portfolio. Okay, here you are saying what will be my portfolio. So portfolio means you are having the similar kind of project at one place, which you are calling it as a program. Okay, so let's say you are the IT company, you are doing implementation, Oracle and SAP. So similar project you can keep it in Oracle, and similar project you can keep it in SAP head. Okay, so these different programs you can keep at one place in one within one umbrella, which we are calling as a portfolio. Okay, you can compare with your industry, like you can compare with your share market. You are having some portfolio, similar kind of shares you are keeping at one place, and you are saying this is my portfolio. Okay, so here it's based on your process, it's based on your product, or it's based on your organization structure. You can define your portfolios. Okay, so here in this example I have taken, let's say this is a HTA Capital, and this HTA Capital is in energy production. Okay, energy, they are doing energy projects. So here if they are using renewable or fossils or nuclear fuels, if they are using, so individually they are taking their separate project in that area. So similarly we have created here this portfolio. These are the bucket. Okay, and further it is divided based on your type of fuels. Okay, so here in this stage we are defining the portfolio hierarchy, which is having a portfolio buckets. You will have multi-level of portfolio hierarchies. You will have alternative portfolio hierarchies, that is your classification hierarchy. So here we are having different approach to analyze your data. Then portfolio analytics, which is helping you to showcase your entire source data at one place. Okay, that is already we are having in a standard system, but if you want, you can change it, you can design it as per your requirement. Here roll-ups, whatever the values you are having at lower level, that can be rolled up to the next level. Okay, so here you can see the different dashboard, how it is appearing. It is a analytical dashboard. Okay, next is idea and concept. Here one, so here in this stage, if you are having innovation management also, okay, so you can integrate innovation management with portfolio project management. So if you are creating ideas or ideas in innovation management, okay, so you as a part of team, you can create idea and you can submit it for approval, and then it will go for the voting. So once it is selected, and then it will be taken to the project proposal. Okay, so that is the next. So here in idea management, you can collect and evaluate the ideas. You can have the campaign landing pages. You can do the campaigning, easy to use idea submission process. You can participate and updates through feeds. So here you are having online feeds also you can take, that is integrated with your other websites and all. Social collaboration for comments and discussions like Facebook and all these things you can integrate. And then community voting and reputation system. So once it is finalized based on the voting, then it will be taken forward. So here it's just one screenshot how it looks. You will have different tiles here where you can manage your ideas. Okay, and in idea selection, once your idea is finalized, then it will go for the next level of project proposal. So here in the project proposal, that will be created in portfolio project management. Okay, so here it is the one proposal which is having here all the header details, what exactly the idea of this proposal, what is the name, and what is the budget status, staffing status, what is the properly staffed or not. Okay, and apart from that, you can do all these decision supports. So decision support, why you are doing? Because you are in the project proposal stage. To support your decision, you need something. You need some tools to support this. So what exactly we are having? We are having dates, we are having responsible, we are having status, and we are having all these tools here: net present value calculation, ECV, expected commercial value, ROI, return on investment. So what happens whenever you are going to choose any project, you need to calculate net present value. Net present value as per the finance, if it is a positive, it means this project will be beneficial for you. If it is a negative, you should not do this project. ECV, this is the expected commercial value, current value, expected commercial value of your project, and then return on investment, that is a factor based on which we are deciding whether this project will be beneficial for us or not. So here in PPM, when we are defining the proposals, we can do the financial planning, financial and capacity planning. So with reference to the different heads, you can define in the system and you can plan the values yearly, okay, or overall. So we are having one more column here as overall, and then we can plan these values. So here another tool to support your decision is questionnaires and scoring model. So questionnaires, basically you are having a set of questions which is having the multiple choice answers, okay, and based on your selection of answer, your system will calculate the weightage, system will calculate the total score here. So let's say your question is, what is the quality of concept like? So this is very good. Can the product be produced? Current asset allow production? So these are the different answers, and based on the selection of your answers, you are getting this total score. So let's say if you are doing multiple similar project and you want to choose some best project, so wherever your total score is high, that is a best suitable project for you. So this you can design as per your business requirement. So what exactly we are getting from the questionnaires? You can do the risk assessment, you can do the commercial success factor calculation, you can find out the total score. Here, apart from that, we are having one more tool called scoring model. Here it will help you to take the data from the different fields and then will process it and will let you know the score here. Okay, so that is a score. That is a scoring model. So here in the scoring model, whatever, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. This is the screen you have shown earlier, that pop-up type of where we are putting those questionnaire. These are the standard, means we can set the question by ourselves, or predefined questions are there in the system, means.
No, we can define it. We can define it. We can create our own questionnaires. We can create our own question. We can create our own option. We can define the weightage. We can assign it to the particular level, and then we'll start to get it.
So these are in standard, right?
Standard.
So is there any limit of questions we can put, like up to 40 or 50 questions we can
No
put,
limit.
or
No limit.
no limit? And also, can we attach with the question the relevant documents? Hello?
Yeah.
Can we, so is there any option to attach the documents with the questions? For this question, this relevant document we can.
No. You cannot attach document here, but you can attach the document directly to your object.
Okay.
Against which you are creating it. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
Rama, I have a question. How many questionnaires we can assign?
See, exactly I need to check this, but here the questionnaires ID is 3302. Okay, so it means it's a 4-digit. Okay, you can define 9999. This is my primary answer, but I need to check again technically.
I remember there is two fields, like one is probability of technical success and commercial success. So
Yeah.
you can assign questionnaire over there. Let's say I have 5 different type of questionnaires with 10 questions each. I have configured that, but is it feasible for me to assign all the 5 type of questionnaires at any level?
No. See, what you can do for a particular field, as of now, as per standard for technical commercial success factor and technical success factor, already that questionnaires and scoring models have been assigned in the system in standard. And if you want to add, if you want to have the same functionality for different fields, you need to enable it in the system. That is the first thing. Okay. Second thing, you can assign only one questionnaire or scoring model to that field. Okay. So you need to accommodate all your questions in the same questionnaires. So if you want, like how you are explaining, you are having 10 different set of questions and you have created different questionnaires for that, it will not work. You have to keep all these questions in one questionnaire and assign that questionnaire to that field.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can ignore it. Let's say you can keep one answer NA. Okay, not applicable. Wherever it is not applicable, you just select it, and for NA you select 0. But you need to work out how the system will calculate a score accordingly. But as the same concept will use for all the project, uniformity will be there. So no, I think there will be no problem.
Okay.
Rama, one more question. Based on this score, okay, or the answers, can we make the proposal that automatically it should be rejected once the score is less than this? The status
This
will become rejected.
this we will discuss in detail, please. Actually, this is let me go through of this
Okay, okay,
session.
okay, okay, sure.
This is very specific. See, these are very specific questions. Okay. When we'll go in the deep, I'll answer what is the limitations here. Okay. So let's say if your score is less than that, how we can reject it? It's not available in the standard, but yes, we are having an approach. We can do that based on some development enhancement. We can do it. Okay. So next, when we are going for the project proposals, you are having scoring models. Okay, and scoring models is also helping you to know the scores, and based on that you can rank, you can define that this particular project is suitable for you. Okay, and then when we are going next level, here in analytics, you can see the dashboard and chart embedded in application, authorization via access control list. So here we are having ACL also. Okay, three levels of configurations for the analytics, that is for IT admin, for business, and for the user. So you are having restrictions based on configuration. You are having bubble chart. This is the example of bubble chart. Just looking into this dashboard, you will come to know what is the status of my project. And here you are having filtering based on the different filters. Okay, you can check the report data here. Optional integration with business object. Here you are having Excel CS dashboard or Explorer mobile devices. Okay, so this is something add on here. Uh, now once your proposal is finished, okay, then you will go for the next level of project planning. Here in project planning, you can create one object available in PPM, that is item. Okay, and here based on a selection of your template, this project will transfer into project management or in the PS. So here create project one approval, approve proposals. Like here, if you see the status is showing created, once you will approve it, the project will be transferred to PPM or PS. Okay, assign existing project direct access to the project structure and detailed reports, like how it is showing here. You can directly link, you can directly check the data into the project from same screen. No need to go separately in the system. So if you want to see your PS project directly, you need to just click here. You will get some other options here, PS project, and it will link to your PS project. Simplified creation process through templates. So here you can define multiple templates, and based on your requirement, it will be transferred to the PS. Synchronizing project and portfolio item or decision points data such as dates or status. So let's say here you are having item, okay, and which is going to transfer into PS project. So whatever the dates you are having in the item, that will be synchronized with your PS project. Okay, which we are calling as a DFM, decision flow management. That is very important functionality here in PPM system.
Rama, I have a question. Is it possible to create a PS project and project management project at the same time?
It is possible, but it will be via project management also only. You need to go from item to PPM project, then PPM project to PS project.
Okay.
So answer is yes. If any interviewer is asking, the answer is yes, but you need to elaborate it. Yes. Sometimes interviewer you used to ask, is this possible? So if you are confused that based on the item type only, we can define that whether we can go to the project management or project system. Okay. But completely as a complete picture. If you see, yes, we can do that.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
So next is when you are managing your project in PPM project, you are having a functionality Gantt chart. You are having, you can define all, you can do the plannings in the tabular format, and then project planning. So here, how it is integrated, basically, this is your PPM object, and this PPM object is integrated with PS project. So this is item basically. Okay, so here, whatever the stage gates you are having in the PPM item, okay, that can be integrated to your WBS element in PS. So in SAP portfolio project management, we are having two different type of integration. One is a header to header, another is to your sub object, like your phase to WBS element, or decision points to WBS element. Okay, so likewise you can do. Here Primavera will be integrated through EPC with PS. Okay, we don't have anything to integrate Primavera directly to the project management, but yes, for MSP we are having functionality to integrate with project management. But it's download and download functionality. Okay, you can download the structure and all to MSP. Then next, how you can do the resource allocation. So when the project planning is completed, and then you can define your JDs in the system, and that JD in the form of qualification, location, and availability, and then it will go to the resource manager. Resource manager will assign a resource to your roles, like how it is assigned to the project manager. This is your total demand, remaining demand, this is assigned effort. And Suzanne P. Porter, this is the resource which is a staff which is assigned to this role. So here you can distribute your demand. Okay, this is the best part here. So define project effort per task and roles. You can distribute total demand to planning periods, roll up demands to on the role level, tracking of total demand, assigned effort, and remaining demand. So you can manage all these things in the system. Resource allocation, project staffing, all these different reports are available. Direct staffing is there, resource manager and candidate manager. What is this approach? Let's say one is the direct staffing. Direct staffing is just you are selecting one resource and assigning to your project. Okay, you are searching, you are the project manager, you directly searching in the system based on qualification, based on location and availability, and assigning the resource. That is the first thing. Second thing, you are the project manager, creating JD, sending to the resource manager finding the resource, submitting it, assigning it, soft booking, then it will come to you for hard booking. You will just confirm, yes, this is the resource for which I'm looking. Third is candidate manager. Sometimes you need some resource from the business side also. So the direct line manager of that resource, that has to be sync with your resource manager. So what you will do, you will prepare your JD, send it to the resource manager will send it to the line manager, your candidate manager, and candidate manager will find out the resource, will assign to the task, and then again it will come to the resource manager to the project manager. Okay, so here three different type of approaches we are having, and it's widely used in IT companies. Most of the IT company are using the same approach. Workflow and approval processes are there. Out of the box integration with SAP HR system, resource search based on the availability, based on the organization, location, and skill set. That is your qualification. Yeah, we are having different dashboards available here in execution and monitoring stage. So here, after resource allocation, you have started to work on the project, and then you are confirming the task based on the completion of work in the business, and you can check your risk. I'll let you know exactly in the system how it is driving. There is a specific scenarios. We can define the cost and budget. We can check schedule, do the staffing. Okay, and different KPIs can be checked. So these are my KPIs: NPV, commercial values. I'll take you through in very detail in this area. NPV, what is NPV as per the finance, how we can calculate, how it is fitting as per my portfolio project management. Okay, and then all these things. So that is very crucial part in SAP portfolio project management, KPIs. because before understanding the system, you need to understand the basic concept here, how it is working, what is the ROI, how we used to calculate all these things. Okay, then execute and monitoring project portfolio. We are having task confirmation. So we are having CATS also, CATS integration, cross application timesheet. Here it will be available with reference to your internal order or project system. Here mobile client or task confirmation. So mobility, you can pull all this data to the mobility for the task confirmation. Reporting embedded in business application dashboard as personalized work list for project task and checklist items. So this is a part of BO. That is not. We are having some dashboards available in standard also, but it's limited. Okay.
Rama, I have one question here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So for this task confirmation, okay, with or without CATs, when we confirm the or when we post the timesheet, okay, like in PS, we can post the actual cost in the project, right?
No.
So the same thing can happen here in PPM. The actual cost will also be posted in task.
No. See, as I said, that we don't have any account assignment object. The basic concept of account assignment object means you can post the actual cost. So as I said,
Yes.
as I explained in my starting, that we don't have any account assignment object. So it means we cannot directly incur, we cannot directly post cost on any object in PPM system. So we need
Okay.
one
So
account assignment object. We need one internal order or the project system to capture the cost.
okay. So this is for reporting purpose, basically.
Yes, this is only for reporting purpose. And whatever the confirmation hours are there in the cache, that will be transferred to the PPM, but your actual cost will remain in PS and it will be transferred to the CO. For reporting purpose, you can see in the reports only in PPM system.
Okay. So if we use the WBS or network activity as accounting object in the CATs, so the cost will come into the WBS, but it will be shown in the PPM also.
PPM, it's only for information purpose. You are not confirming any cost
Yeah.
there with reference to your PPM object.
Hours it will show in the PPM, right? Hours,
Yes,
how much hours
yes.
are
It will be
posted.
available in reports. Yeah, it will be available in reports.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So next, when we are going to understand how we are going to access the SAP PPM. So first is concept of influencing factor. Okay, what is the influencing factor? Now SAP is working for user experience. Okay, when SAP has started long back, it was for the user interface. Whatever end user is interacting. Okay, the screen for which end user is interacting, it should be user friendly. Okay, so that was a user interface. They have given directly in GUI, then they have simplified, and then they came up with the net viewer. So it was again simplified, and then based on the different link you will be able to execute the transactions. But here sometimes when you are going with all these two approach, okay, then you sometimes it's difficult, because it's we are getting the interface, but it's not that much of good or that much of like user friendly. Okay, so SAP came up with the Fury, and here Fury apps is providing you better user experience. So user experience, once you will see the transaction directly, just you are checking one app, create item. Okay, just you click there and it will be different colors and everything, so it looks fine, because in now in this era, everything is on your experience, interaction, how you are experiencing. Okay, so SAP is focusing on that, and then that's why SAP is coming up with different new Fury apps, or you can develop Fury app also as per your requirement. So next, when we are going to understand here how we can access the SAP system, we are having three different systems. First is SAP GUI. Okay, and this system will be used for all configuration. So your all configuration will be here only. In SAP PPM, we don't have the transaction code, direct transaction code, like how we have in the project system, CJ20 and CJ01 and like this. So you can directly execute that business transaction through NetWeaver or through Fury app. It is your choice how you want to link. So your configuration will be on the SAP GUI. Okay, and your transaction will happen on the SAP NetWeaver. Here in SAP NetWeaver, for each transactions you will have one link. So like how we need to create an item, create item, okay, change item. Likewise, you will have different links, and you just need to click there to change the data, to create the data. And here in the Fury app, you will have different groups available. In this group, you will have different app. So you can execute, you just click here and then it will take you to different screen. And there you can perform the transaction. For user experiencing purpose, SAP Fury is the best. Okay, and here you can keep it in your mobile device also. So it's very light and it's very like interactive. Okay, and here to work on the SAP Fury, we will go with the standard Fury apps, but whatever the customized Fury apps are there, it has to be done in gateway. So this gateway is separate system which will be integrated with your GUI as for HANA system through RFC connection. Okay, and whatever data you are creating here, it will pass to gateway and then it will come to the Fury app. So this is just a standard understanding here. Once we reach on that particular stage, I'll elaborate it more. So yeah, in today's sessions we are having this much, and here and we need to understand few more things when we'll go in next session, how the concept of roles is there in SAP PPM. Okay, and the different people, stakeholders in any portfolio project management cycle, what people doing exactly, like a portfolio manager, what he's doing, project manager, what he's doing, resource manager, what is his job. Okay, so all these things we will discuss, and then we'll go for technically to understand roles. Okay, and then we'll understand how we can check our your initial system when we are going for any implementation. What is the basic things which we need to check in the SAP PPM system? Then we'll go in detail. So any question here, please? Okay, no question. So I'm stopping here recording.